YouTube is pulling ads from more channels over offensive content, and it promises to have actual human beings review every second of the most popular videos with ads. It's the second time Alphabet's Google has tried to protect advertisers. That last attempt came after hundreds of companies pulled their ads from the platform. Jesse Hirsh is president of MetaViews. So Jesse, give us the background of how this whole thing got started.
Well, it really comes down to algorithms and the way in which YouTube had automatic ad placement. So advertisers were using a black box. They didn't really know where those advertisements were being placed. And it turns out in many cases it was obscene material, or it was material that the brand didn't want to be associated with.
Yeah, there was like terrorism videos and
and in many cases just juvenile stuff that, again, they may not be part of the tone of the brand. So they pushed back against YouTube, who initially said that they were doing a lot, but the issue here is the automation. That if it's an algorithm deciding all this, it's really hit and miss. And people, both investors and advertisers, have been pressuring YouTube to have humans take responsibility. And that's really what we're seeing in this announcement.
Right. So, I mean, that seems like that will be a tremendous amount of manpower, woman power, to like, there's so much on YouTube. There's like hundreds of thousands of hours of material.
It is a very ridiculous problem, and they're trying to address it with two measures. On the one hand, creating a two-tiered system. So the basic monetization will still be automatic, will still be driven by algorithms. But the YouTube Preferred program, which is really their elite users, their most popular content creators, every video they post will be reviewed by a human. So it's almost as if they're creating a kind of farm leagues and a major league or a professional league in which that prime time will be vetted by, I suppose, the equivalent of a producer at YouTube, but the vast majority will still be automatic. Now, they're also making changes to make it harder to get into that automatic pool in hopes that they might eliminate some of the extremists and some of the more obscene examples. But nonetheless, as you mentioned, there's no way for them to police all of it from the human perspective. So the algorithms will still govern most of it, but humans will start taking responsibility for the really high profile and high margin revenue generating videos on the site.
Okay, so do ads only go on the popular videos? Like, pardon me for trying to figure this out, but you're saying they're only going to be really policing the super popular ones. Well, some of these really offside ones might be less popular people. Couldn't ads appear there as well?
Yes. Now, advertisers will have a choice. They can pay a premium and get access to that human curated tier.
Right.
But the basic level of advertising will still be automatic. So for brands who are really concerned, basically means they're paying a premium to ensure that they're getting quality stuff. Whereas the rest of YouTube is still going to be the Wild West. It's still going to be a frontier of questionable content that some advertisers may still be upset about being associated with.
Right. Now, from the consumer's point of view, what do you think YouTube users are going to take from all of this?
Well, when you say users, I mean, on the one hand, that's viewers, but the users are also the creators, the people who are driving and creating this content, and they're kind of up in arms. I mean, they've been really fearful of YouTube and the way in which they're not just cracking down, but making it harder for people to make money, and that may then impact the viewer or the consumer because their favorite YouTuber may not be making the same material or may go to other platforms, because the larger context of this is Facebook. Facebook has something called Facebook Watch, which they're piloting right now in the United States. It's kind of a cross between YouTube and Netflix. They're commissioning Hollywood content, but they're also trying to get their users to create the content, because of course that's where they're getting volume. And this is what Alphabet, YouTube, Google are really concerned about, is that Facebook can both automate advertising the way they do, but Facebook is also committed to humans curating and having some supervision. So it's really these two titans competing over user-generated video and social-centric video, which is why you're seeing these changes, and it's why advertisers have a bit of competition when it comes to where they're going to spend their advertiser dollars.
Okay, so Facebook wants to compete with YouTube, and I mean, are we going to be any safer from, you know, terrible, obscene videos there than we are from YouTube?
No, I mean, Facebook is a little more aggressive at policing content, but in both cases, this is a governance problem, where these sites have hundreds of thousands of hours of video being uploaded every day, and they've been shirking responsibility. They've either been trying to automate that responsibility, or now they're saying that they're going to hire thousands and thousands of people. even then, I'm not sure that's going to be enough to either deal with extremist content or to deal with content that's just in violation of their terms of service.
Right. Okay, thank you so much for being here, Jesse.
Thanks, Diane.
Jesse Hirsh is president of MetaViews.